Hello. Hi, Peggy. How are you doing? Are you doing okay?
Monday. I have been thinking that it wasn't Monday most of today.
Yeah. I'm I'm literally sitting right here in my living room in front of the light, and my Mr. Agenda walks by, and he's like, "Are you going live?" And I look at him and I say, "It's Monday." He's like, "Oh my gosh, I thought it was Sunday."
It's Labor Day. Tomorrow's gonna be like, Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's gonna be rough. But I shall survive. Did you have a good weekend? Did you do anything for the celebration of Labor Day?
Yeah, we got rid of the piano that this house came with, and we were moving things around in the garage. And I mean, I didn't do a ton because I get hot real quick, but just putzing around the house. I listed a few things on Etsy and sold, on that video, that little Joseph original Ireland.
Yeah, with the shamrock.
Sold. Yeah, already sold. I've got it in its box on the table, so that's sold already. So just trying to, keep things going. Pretty much.
Hey, Sheila.
Hi, Sheila.
I asked Peggy after our sale yesterday, I was like, can you just make sure I do something tomorrow? she texted me. She's like, did you do something? And I was like, yes, I did. But I didn't actually do it until like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So, yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'm acquiring more than I am selling. So more and more corners of every room are having little piles, which is now stressing me out. So if you want to have a live sale, I will be a guest.
I'm pretty sure Peggy, y'all can come. You can come on any Sunday.
Yeah, it's and I know this is how we all get into it, but the compulsion of treasure hunting.
Hey, Claudia. Oh yeah,
it's large with me.
But yeah, that's why this week I have had to just like I've been in friend sales, and I haven't even said hi because I have been like, if I get involved, I will be tempted.
Yeah. Yeah, I really I agree. I keep telling myself I do this in waves, and I'm like, I cut myself off. No, and then something happens, and then I'm like, oh no, I should.
See, but at least you're helping other small business owners.
I know that.
I used to do these buying waves on like Amazon, and that helps nobody,
Right. No, yes. So definitely feel much better about
we're helping the environment.
Yes. But I need to keep my business bank account, at an rising. I can't, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's very easy. It is, and it's the rule of all things, especially like you learn with reselling. It is very easy to buy. It is so much harder to sell.
Mm-hmm.
And so you really have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, Claudia, it's hard. But I mean, I haven't even gone out sourcing in like real life, just because, the students came back into town, so COVID numbers are, and I just have to be more careful again. So I just have to pick my days to be out and about, but there's just too many people. There's just too many people. 10,000 doors of January.
10,000 doors.
Ooh, wow. Dorothea Benton Frank. That name is familiar to me.
I have never heard of Dorothea.
Did she write Secret Life of Bees?
I do not know.
That's what's sticking in my head.
Oh, I wanted to show you a picture.
Show me.
Angela, I'll show you a picture. I mean, technically it's right up there, but it's close up, so you'll be able to see
Oh no,
it.
that's Spoonmonk Kid. She's got 3 names.
Do you see anything that looks familiar?
I see a green apple.
That's right
a
up.
skeletal hand.
Yeah, I put the apple that I bought from you in this little hand, and it's right up there in the corner. But I wanted to show you because I think it looks really good next to my. I love this bottle that I got. I think in
bottle.
April. It's a Zeller Schwartz-Katz bottle. It's so cool. It has
I'm like,
it literally has a cat embossed on it, and then the bat is a necklace that I added.
Yeah.
But
nice.
Doesn't that look cool?
Oh, I'm so excited to switch the mantle out for fall. I think I have to wait until like at least mid-September. Just for.
You have a lot going on, so wait until you're mentally ready to enjoy. A lot going on.
Yes, I want to enjoy it.
Yes, enjoy it.
But well, welcome everyone to Brocante and Bergamot.
Yeah, I hope everyone had a really nice Labor Day today and had a great weekend.
Well, is it a wine bottle?
The Zeller Schwartz-Katz bottle? It's some sort of probably a Riesling or something. I'm not sure exactly what.
Sheila says it takes her back to the 70s. Sheila knows all about the wine.
Oh, I don't know a lot about it. I just think the bottle's fantastic.
It's very cool. Yeah, I have a cool bottle that has like embossed snakes that are like twined around each other.
That sounds really cool.
I think it's like
I love your whiskey bottle with the spider webs. Maybe you should go get the snake bottle. Is this in a location?
I have no idea where the snake bottle is.
Oh, okay.
It got put in a box during the move, and I don't know that I've unpacked that box as of yet. So, because it could still be in my closet at my parents' house because I had it put away in my closet. I don't know if it's still there or not. But well.
Oh, and I wanted to ask one of our friends. We haven't heard from, or I haven't. Joyce.
Joyce, I haven't seen Joyce, but I haven't. I've been, just listening or lurking, so I haven't.
I was thinking about her. Remind me after the show. I want to contact her on Instagram and just say hello. How you doing?
I actually have something to send her.
Okay.
That was a gift.
Hey, Mary.
Hey, Mary. But shall we begin?
Yes. Let's dig in. Let's share some photos.
Oh, I can stuff my face while we're small, right?
Yes.
I just baked muffins.
Yeah.
It's still quite like it literally just came out of the oven, so I'm like,
All right. Well, this is my picture, and last week I mentioned that I have a very small crescent moon collection, and here it is.
I love those.
The two on the outside are just ornaments, and the one in the middle is a brooch. But this is what I have my eye out for, is crescent moons that have kind of that romantic, embellished kind of look to them. And they're very hard to find. Like vintage ones. I know you can find probably
modern ones.
New, yeah. But finding like actual vintage ones that aren't, I can find vintage and antique brooches that I like, but they're done by jewelers. So they're all like $200. There's a lot of those on Etsy. A lot of really great ones for $200, but I want to just find really pretty ones out in the wild, like just, I don't know.
Yeah.
This is my very small moon collection.
I like it. I need to take a picture of some of my collections for next time. I'll have to go to my parents' house to do it. So I was talking about like thinking about postcards because we all talk about like displaying them in flower frogs. But I was like, what are some other things we can do
Mhm.
with vintage and antique postcards? Now, of course, this looks like Polaroid shots, but what if you had one because that's just like a multi-level like pants hanger thing, right?
Yes, I have one of those. Those are fantastic.
So you could hang it and then you could switch out the postcards for the different seasons or whatever, or mix in ephemera or what have, and then you can just plop it somewhere.
Mhm.
Very easy. And
Yeah.
then I love this ceiling fixture thing here that looks like a light.
Yeah, it's like a mobile / chandelier.
Yeah. I don't know that it doesn't look like it has an actual light in it, but I think
Right.
if you could drop a bulb in there and it would be very cool. And then the others are a little bit a bigger scale. I
Oh my goodness.
absolutely love the one on the left.
On the mantle.
Yeah. So I mean, it looks like just a giant corkboard that they have
Yeah.
just covered in, all the bits.
Yes.
And these look like more modern bits, but obviously you can use whatever you have. And I love turning, your own personal ephemera into an installation like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one on the right is, a giant frame.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it would be cool, like if you had a theme and then you did that. Yeah, I mean, you could, change the size up, but I mean, I love this floor, this just leaning large frame filled with postcards.
How great would that be at like a reunion or some party where you had like just people could kind of gather around there and look back or something. Just yeah, I love it. It's great.
Hey, Susan.
Susan, hello. Happy Monday.
Well, think if you found a giant French frame and then you filled it with fancy lady postcards.
I see where you're going.
Not that this is now in the back of my brain and I want to find, but just something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
I couldn't remember what we called our like the repurpose something. And so I'm like trying all these R's. I couldn't remember. And then I remembered it was something reborn that you had come up with. And I don't even remember what it was. But I just wanted to share the one on the right with the cups. I picked out specifically for you, Angela, because I thought
uranium cups.
Yes, that's exactly why.
There's a black light.
Yes, you read my mind.
Yeah.
That was for you. I was just thinking, how sometimes you can come across randoms. Well, here's a really good reason to pick up those randoms because you could end up creating something like this. And then on the left, I just really liked, with the holidays coming up, I love this idea of treating the ornaments on a branch overhead over a table of some kind as not a chandelier exactly, but when
isn't that branch isn't there an Eastern European tradition of a branch being decorated?
Well, when I went on Pinterest, it was under the hygge. Is it hygge?
Hygge.
Hygge. It was under that, so I don't know if that has any bearing on it, but I thought that I just really liked it. And I mean, it's technically not like repurposed because it's just a branch, but I still liked the idea and wanted to share it.
There's a name for it. For the Christmas branch. And now.
But you could also apply this to like if you had like, let's say you wanted to display something small, like maybe like little doll teacups, like maybe not something too heavy, or like maybe you click little spoons. Like you could use this as an idea for a collector display as well. But I really like this for ornaments. I just think it's fun.
And I like the color, like
Yeah.
against that, like faux finish. Is it like a faux finish wall? It's
I don't know, but it is pretty. It's very
fine.
watercolory. Yeah.
Okay. So a friend sent me the link to this video. Rajiv Surendra, he's an actor. I think he was in Mean Girls.
Okay.
But they did a tour of his New York City apartment, and it was a fantastic video. Everybody should watch it.
I might have seen it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I might have seen this.
Yeah. Well,
is that his hallway? Is that his hallway right there?
Yes.
I think I've seen this.
This is why his hallway is the reason I'm doing this.
I think I've seen this.
He very much focuses on things that are handmade and or things that are thrifted and things like that. So it's definitely worth a watch. I wish I could live his life. It sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Right? And I will actually post the link here in the chat to it before I forget.
We're Breezeline, your new
Stop.
neighborly fiber.
Ignore that. Breezeline. Ads. So here is the link to this specific video. And now I want to watch like all the HGTV handmade videos because it's sending me down a rabbit hole. But the thing I want to show you is he painted his entry hallway with chalkboard paint, all the surfaces. And then he painted, chalked Art Nouveau motifs and, faux details onto all the surfaces. And he thought that he was going to be changing it like all the time. He painted this 8 years ago. Chalked it. How do you say? He drew this with chalk 8 years ago. And that's why you see this chalk is settled and done various things. And if you watch the video, you can see he talks about, where people have brushed up against it. And so it's just got like the hint of it. But he also did like an entire installation with this chalk. I don't know if it was at a gallery or something. But they did the whole room in chalkboard paint, and then he did basically paneling with chalk. I was like, that's fun.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would do it.
I couldn't do it. Just the amount of, levels with trying to make it look like panels. I couldn't do that.
Yeah. But I love the idea.
Oh, love the idea.
So something to watch if you need something to watch.
Okay, I picked this, which may not seem like I would like it, but I really liked it for an idea. If you had a giant barn, I liked this. This is the home of Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
So that's them sitting down there. But I'm pretty sure there's nothing original about this. I'm pretty sure they built this entire home brand new. But it obviously was made to look like a very large old barn. And I loved the idea of, if I had a big, large barn, putting in those huge windows and then the old humongous chandelier.
Yeah.
I'm down for it.
With those beams. I love the concrete wall.
Yeah, I would probably want more like French furniture in there. But if I had to have a modern sofa, I do love the green velvet. I love that color. It's very nice.
Do you know where is this in California somewhere?
Yes, it's in California. Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty.
Mhm. Yeah,
Oh,
but
really?
yeah, it's a really very architectural. Obviously, this is from AD, Architectural Digest.
Mhm.
But I mean, and very simple. I mean, very definitely the opposite of maximalist, which is what I lean into. But I mean,
Mhm.
I really appreciated the aesthetic and the combination, the way they put modern and rustic together.
No, it's great. The styles play off each other very well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My media must is a YouTube channel, which I have followed, and then Peggy reminded me of it. I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna do that for my media must."
This sounds awesome. I've never
So,
heard of this.
It's a couple, Caleb and Kim. They bought this house. It was built in 1889. It was owned by a Mr. Brown who made woodworking machines in the late 1800s. And I mean, it was in a state when they bought it. And so they started the YouTube channel, and he's trying to do everything like period appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
And there is somebody still using one of the Brown machines, and like they're making his windows and
That's
stuff like
neat.
that.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of time-lapsey videos, like him like stripping the paint off of windows, him rehanging windows, him, stripping terrible finish off of furniture, cleaning floors,
So
things like
a lot of the elbow grease and the work
it's
that
not-
goes into the before, so not as much after. It's kind of a
this
lot of
is very much and in the middle. There is still some very cool, and he's trying, find out more about the history of the house, and he's had people like come and do metal detecting around the house, and sometimes they found some cool things.
Oh,
Repairing the limestone, doing like lime render inside so the building can breathe, stuff like that. And he has a Patreon as well, and like you can see this like East Lake piano here in this is like the front drawing room, I think. Somebody gave him that.
Wow.
Because it fit the time
Mm-hmm.
period of the house, and like they had to do a bunch of work to like the mansard roof and things like that. This picture from the outside is when they go back, when they first got all the lights on, because when they were first working there was no power
Oh
to
God.
the house.
Wow.
So yeah, it was like, I think there was one thing they could run an extension cord from, but then they had to do all the work to the wiring to electrify the place.
Yeah.
So there.
Wow.
There's a lot of videos to watch. His, I believe now, fiance Kim has her own like little vloggy channel for. She goes antiquing and stuff, because they're trying to find, because the house was both, I think, gas and electric, so they're trying to find those sconces that were both.
Oh wow. They're gonna use like older lighting.
Yeah, well, they're going to like update them, but they want the sconces and fixtures
Wow.
to be
Where they have the
period appropriate.
little pole to turn the gas low on the chandelier.
They're not going to actually put gas to it, because it's real dangerous. But
I don't know.
if they can find it, they at least want it to look like you could have gas too. So that's my medium.
That's a labor of love. I mean, when you buy a house that needs that much work, and you
so whenever I feel bad about something happening in my house,
then you look at this and go, it's not so bad.
Yeah. Yeah, and Caleb's an artist, so he does pay a lot of attention to detail, like Peg
Yeah.
said. So there is that.
Yeah.
Your media must.
Okay, so my media must is an older television series.
I won't tell you what Bernadette Banner says about the fashion in this.
Let's Bernadette Banner, cover your eyes, shield yourself, because this is
Well, we'll just say it's not period
it's not
appropriate.
period, but it's okay. I think it's okay.
They don't wear chemises under their corsets, and
No.
that's the problem.
No. But I still love it. So, okay. As far as if you want to know about the actual show, if you want to watch the show, it's a like young adult version or storytelling of Mary, Queen of Scots, and the three main female figures you see on like their poster here is Mary, Queen of Scots, Catherine de Medici on the right, and Queen Elizabeth on the left. And it kind of goes through as she marries King Charles. It's mostly supposed to take place in France, but I believe it's filmed in Toronto. But here's what I love about it. I love the costuming. I love the jewelry, and it is not period. It's like very much a ode to regal and very opulent fabrics, but done in a completely more contemporary way. This show followed suit after the Marie Antoinette movie that Sophia Coppola did, where she used contemporary music. This show did the same thing, and now Bridgerton is doing the same thing. It's definitely something that is that
I could do a media must about the music in Bridgerton, because they take modern songs and have them played by orchestras.
That's what Rain, I'm telling you, Rain did that. I'm pretty sure Sophia Coppola was like the main person who started it, but Rain did the same thing. And I love not just the outfits, but the jewelry. So you go to the next one. Oh no, this one. Okay, so here's some of the outfits. Okay. So you can see the dress when it's on the actress on the left, this red one, they put like this cool lacy long sleeve thing under it. And I don't know what it is, but the way they put the clothing together, I think it's really neat. They do these layering things with modern designers. So some of these dresses are actually like from modern designers, and they would like put it together and actually put it on the show. It's worth, even if you don't want to watch the show, it's worth going down a Pinterest rabbit hole just to enjoy and get some inspiration to some of the costuming choices and the jewelry and accessories and things like that. And there's castles. So
ready for the jewelry?
Yeah, all of these pictures is all you have to do is type in Rain jewelry on Pinterest, and you will get a gamut of pictures of the jewelry that was on there, and either the actual piece or something very, very close to it. Now, if you go on Etsy and type in Rain jewelry, you'll get people trying to do the same thing, but it is not the designer jewelry that they were actually wearing. It's people trying to do something like it on a much cheaper scale, but you can type it into Etsy too and find, but to me, Pinterest is the place to go because there's some awesome, fun jewelry on here. If you like the, if you like that Queen of France look, I don't know. I like it. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, Angela? What do you think of this jewelry?
I think it's very pretty. It's very.
I love it. I love the big earrings.
The influences are all over the place.
I wore big earrings just because.
Like the thing on her hair down here, that looks very like I don't know, Roman to me, you know?
It's all
And then
good.
it's all very pretty.
I love it. I love it. It's very like Galadriel in the forest.
Have
Like
you watched Lord of the Rings yet?
I don't have Amazon, so no. Unless Peggy wants to have me over and I can watch it at her house. So if you want to look at all these awesome clothes and jewelry, and you don't mind a little candy, I mean, if you watch Bridgerton, you could watch this for sure.
Yeah. No, it was recommended to me this weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I might give it a shot.
Yeah, there are definitely some parts of the storyline that are horrendously awful, but just skip a couple episodes if you're like, or just skip those parts. but the clothes are worth it. I think they are.
All right. So my history highlight is more of a science tidbit.
Okay.
Because I had a week. So I thought about a question that I wanted to know the answer to. And this is, how do we get colored glass? And what makes each colored glass? Because we all collect the swung vases, etc. And we know about uranium. We know that uranium salts makes that lovely green and contributes to the Vaseline glass. We know that there is manganese in some glass. Do you know what color manganese makes?
Red, yellow,
Purple. See?
I'll get it right eventually.
So there are three very specific ways that color is added to glass. Now, most of the glass that we use is soda lime glass. It's made using a combination of soda and lime.
Oh.
And then there's borosilicate glass, which is Pyrex, etc. But to soda lime, they add different things. And the main way is using transitional or rare earth metals. And that's added to the molten glass. And those particles reflect light in a different way and then shows that color. Then there is colloidal additives, which that means particles of the substance are just suspended throughout the glass. They don't incorporate into the glass like the metal oxides do. And it's the light hitting those particles that causes the light. One of the most well-known one is gold. And gold in glass gives you red glass.
Huh.
So the other one would be selenium, which also is, I think, pinkish. And then the final one is they add things that are already colored to the glass. And that's when you get milk glass, because they use tin oxide, which is already white. And that's added to make milk glass. Smoky glass is also something else added to it, but they didn't say what. But I found this handy dandy chart.
Oh, wow.
Chemistry of colored glass. This is provided by Compound Interest. They say you're free to share. So I'm sharing because y'all want to know. Well, I wanted to know. So I figured somebody else would want to know. So for iron, you get that green, iron sulfur, that brownish orange. Copper gives you teal.
No.
Chromium
What?
as what gives you a different green. Nickel is brown, gold is red, copper tin is that reddish purple, manganese is purple, cobalt is cobalt. There's uranium, and then this neodymium, also commonly known as Alexandrite glass,
Uh-huh.
which when you look at it in certain lights, it's blue or it's purple.
Mm-hmm. Isn't
And
the Alexandrite glass very like highly collectible?
it's rare because it's a more rare element, I believe, and therefore harder to make and or find.
Hi, Jan.
Hey, Jan. And then this pink is erbium.
Erbium.
Mm-hmm. And then selenium, cadmium, and then of course we all know cadmium.
Ah, yeah.
But selenium and cadmium together make, so when you have amberina, it's going to be more yellow if there's less selenium that has come down into that part of the glass.
Wow.
And then of course every glass maker had their own formulas to make their various colors, but they were largely using these chemicals, oxides, to do so.
Got it. But the actual formulas are like protected by each company.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is why you don't know how to get the smoky glass, because that's being
Yeah,
protected.
the article I read didn't have the smoky glass. So it's too bad. But what's your favorite chemical?
Well, I like brown.
Y'all know I love the uranium glass.
I like brown, so I guess my favorite is iron sulfur.
Yeah.
That one.
Well, and do you know why beer bottles and wine bottles are darker colors?
Mm-mm.
Because it blocks a certain amount of UV light to
Oh,
keep the
makes
contents fresher longer.
that makes sense. Oh,
Yeah.
kind of also like with prescriptions.
Yeah.
They have those.
That's why you have orange bottles.
Yeah.
Though it's plastic. I doubt it
yeah.
has iron sulfur in it. It could. I didn't look up how to color plastic. No, Jan, some people do still use gold to get red glass. So don't melt down your glass. I mean, there's not that much gold. And it doesn't have to be like pure,
Mm-hmm.
I think. But that's why red glass, I mean, originally was quite expensive.
Oh, that's interesting.
Let's so now.
So all of the cranberry glass, like the antique cranberry glass, do you think that had all gold in it?
Cranberry glass. Some of it did. A lot of cranberry glass, at least in the late 1800s, was flash.
Okay.
It was a
yeah,
stain.
like those souvenir pieces.
The souvenir pieces are like the king's crown goblets
Mm-hmm.
that had the band of color.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of flash because they couldn't afford gold for their glass. So they, that's that early American press glass period where they were trying to make it affordable, and you can't make it affordable if it's. And then of course there's lead glass, which is a whole other thing that I'm not going into. But
Oh, well, I like that because I like crystal.
I love lead crystal.
Crystal is my favorite. I mean, it wasn't on the chart, but
you can do it next week.
But crystal is my favorite.
I do love lead crystal. I love the ring. It's gorgeous. So that's the end of my science tidbit because.
Well, thank you. I knew nothing.
No, I thought it was very interesting. I mean, I've always wondered, so I wanted to, I found this information and I thought I would share. Black glass is actually very rarely black. It's usually a dark, dark purple. So it was probably a combination of manganese. And then there's black milk glass, so there's probably some kind of oxide
in there.
versus because most black glass is black amethyst.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you hold it up to the light, you can see the purple. And I do love my black amethyst. So that is all for me. Do you want I do have a quote, but do we want to do you have any new favorite things you want to share?
Most of my stuff that I've gotten has been all for resale, but I will share a piece of glass, and it is not crystal, but I did pick it up because I just thought it'd be so cute for Christmas because I love green for Christmas. I got my first piece of carnival glass.
Oh, now that looks like old carnival.
And it has like I think it was called Holly Swirl or something like that. Like it has a pattern on the inside, and then the pattern on the back is kind of like, I don't know, some sort of, I'm not sure. I've never had carnival glass before. I don't know a lot about it, but it wasn't that expensive. I think it was about $12. So,
but that oil slicky, it looks like the older carnival pieces.
It was really pretty. And what's funny is like I never liked carnival glass, and I've been in this business so long now. Now stuff I didn't even like when 10 years ago. Now I like it now. I can't explain it.
I mean, I didn't used to like carnival glass, but
yeah,
because I've talked about it because I thought it all had grapes on it.
Yeah, I know, but
until I found my dragon and lotus piece.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the green that did it. I love green, so that's the only new thing that I've really gotten for myself. Pardon?
Oh, there's a new David is new, so I just wanted to say thanks for coming.
Hello, David. Welcome.
We might have a shorter show this week. I didn't have. I was swamped with work and everything else, so I didn't get anything new.
Yeah. I've picked up a lot of things, but it's not really like for me as a favorite thing. So.
Yeah.
I do have a little.
I have existing favorite things.
I did pick up at one of the estate sales a little penny doll, but it's in. I put it with my dolls in the guest room, and it is Skylar's closeted away, so I don't want to go in there and bother her. But I'll try. Maybe I'll bring it next week. It's really.
I do have something. I opened this in the unboxing with Christine, but I got it from
Susan.
Andrew and Anna in Vintage Collar, and it's a Spanish Damascene penknife.
Oh, I love that. It's beautiful.
So pretty. It's got a little bit of rust on the backside, but it was made in Toledo, Spain. Spanish steel.
Ooh.
You know I love my sharp.
Yes. That is very cool.
It's very pretty. And you can wear it.
Mm-hmm.
You just put it on a chain.
Yeah.
I'd get fired if I did that, but if I were to work.
Yeah.
Shame. But yeah, that's one of my newest favorite things. And then I do have a quote. Today. Let me find it. Mm-hmm. Oh, we're in the bottom. Collect things you love that are authentic to you, and your house becomes your story.
I thought I did that quote.
Did you do that quote?
It wasn't in this picture, but
I made the picture.
You made this picture?
It felt very familiar to me.
I think I did that quote. It's a great quote.
It's a great quote.
It applies.
We can say it again. I might need to start making a list of the quotes.
Or we can just repeat because, it's like having a motto. We can We could start having Brocante and Bergamot mottos where we just
let's just start translating the quotes. Anyway, never mind. It's still a valid quote.
It's what, yes, still very valid, very true. Repeat it to ourselves every day.
Well, we did not cheers. Are you having tea this evening?
No,
I'm having water.
I was so warm, and I didn't make an iced tea, so I'm just doing the water thing.
Same, because I didn't say, but I've been dealing with a fever all day, so I was like, if I drink hot tea, I'm gonna like explode.
Yeah.
So.
Same.
Hydrate instead. It's very important.
Yes. Yeah.
But I want to thank everybody for coming to B&B this week.
Yes. I'm so glad everyone came.
Next week we will be on Heather's channel.
What happened?
We will be on your channel next week.
Yes. I have no particular plans. If there is any requests, I don't think I'm going to do crystal. Just as a heads up. I might.
What about transparent aluminum?
No, I think I'm going to do an artist illustrator.
Sorry.
I think that's what I'm going to do.
It's a Star Trek joke.
I don't know it.
I'm a nerd. Okay. Well, don't tell us what you're going to do. I want to be surprised.
Okay. I won't tell. That way I don't have to be committed. So I definitely won't tell.
Perfect.
That way I don't disappoint anybody. It's
exactly
works out good.
Always a surprise. But thanks so much everybody for coming. Remember, use the pretty things.
Yes, use the pretty things. I agree.
We were so happy that George watched our show last week.
Oh yeah, you guys. George the Antique Nomad left a comment on our last show. I don't know if he watched the whole thing, but he obviously got to the collections part.
From the beginning, so you know.
Right.
All of those
I was thinking, I was like, I wonder if he got to the interiors and lost interest, but I don't know.
Who knows?
But it was fantastic. They were like, wow, George watched. I was so thrilled.
Well, it's a shorter show tonight, but hopefully both of us will be back in better shape next week, and we will see you all then.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty much on the mend, but just
I don't know what's going on.
Colds tend to sit with me for a long time, and I hope you don't get anything. I hope yours is just a freak fever, and you don't get any sort of
me
know.
Too. We'll find out. Have a great night, everybody, and have a good week. And hopefully the fact that it's a short week makes it even better. Bye, everybody.
Good night.